Okay, boleh can open your like yesterday, open your Laragon and then open PHP My Admin. So make sure that you have PHP My Admin. We're going to do database exercise. Okay, make sure that you have this. I'm going to give you another database, right? I'm going to give you another database. So make sure that you have this first. Let me get the script. All right, let me get the script.
Sir,
Yes.
pakai PHP My Admin lah?
Buka PHP My Admin. Sekejap ya, saya pun tengah ni. DB drop Sakila. Okay, let me show you what you need to do. So I give you two files just now, right? I give you two files. The first one is schema. The second one is data, right? The first one is schema. The second one is data, right? So let's see. So you download the two files. Okay, then you open what you're going to do, you go in here, all right, import, and then you go to choose file, and then you start with the schema first, all right, choose file schema, press open, and then this one you untick enable foreign key check, untick enable foreign key check, and then press go. Alamak. Ya. Let me try one more time. Sekali lagi. Let me try this one more time. Import. Choose file. Sakila schema. SQL. Okay. Allow enable. Enable ni anti apa ya? You have an error. Okay. See the file. The file ni dia rosak sikit pun. Open with Visual Code line to coba. Berapa ni? Line 17. Line 17 I think is. Okay, try one more time. Customer. Location. Try sekejap ya. Import. Okay, sorry. So now I know you don't get that one. Get this one. Alright, Sakila schema updated. Alright, so I'm going to give you. So you get that one. You import it. By the end, you should have something like this. Alright, you should have something like this. Hijau, hijau, hijau, hijau, hijau, hijau, hijau, hijau, hijau lah. Alright, everything is green. Just make sure you untick the enable foreign key check. Yeah.
Still import file yang sama ke?
Import file yang saya baru bagi ni yang ada updated.sql. Once you do that, you import sekali lagi, but this time around you import Sakila data. Sakila data I rasa okay. Let's try one more time. Enable foreign key checks, undo, press go. It will take a while. Tunggu loading.
So, kalau dia dah, buat apa sih?
Kalau dia dah keluar apa ke kalau dia dah ni?
Dia dah tunjuk MySQL return empty result set semua, dia semua ada
Hijau?
tick.
Hijau lah, alright. Kalau dah sudah, import Sakila data pula. Sakila data. Yeah, this one you don't need this one I will remove this one. Import Sakila data, make sure you tick the ni juga you tick the enable auto foreign key check tadi. Jangan masuk you untick.
Yang Sakila data ni foreign key dia tick tak?
Untick juga. Buang juga. Mana ni dia punya?
So dia tunjuk error.
Dia error
Dia menolak yang schema, lepas tu data yang saya kan.
Schema updated kan?
Menolak schema updated, lepas tu import
Lepas tu data.
Sakila kan.
Lepas tu
Dia
Sakila data.
apa error.
Dia pun tak boleh nak tengok ni sebab saya punya pun masih run lagi. Tengok screenshot apa yang tulis. Okay, insert into
Sama macam Faiz.
Okay. Ya, saya try dulu.
Oh.
Saya punya macam okey. Saya punya macam okey. Saya punya dah okey. Alright. So sekarang you all punya tak okey You all punya tak okey. Saya punya dah okey dah. Okey, ni cuba tengok Faiz punya screen. Faiz punya screen.
Ya, sir.
Sebab Faiz Faiz ni banyak rahsia ni, sebab tu dia kena sekejap ke.
Okay, sir.
Okey. Cuba tengok dekat ni tepi tu. Pergi dekat tepi tu, pergi dekat Sakila. Okey. Tekan yang plus, tekan actor. Okey, pergi tekan address. Okey, you guys follow Faiz ya. Tekan address. Bukan nak follow Faiz lah, apa benda lah, kenapa ignore je. Kenapa lah je address je kosong address kosong. Kategori. Ignore all. Okey tu. Language. Okey, tu dah okey ya. Kalau tu dah okey. You check je tepi tu, actor, category, language, film. Sure that something inside that table. If there is everything is there, then that's the only table. So you go to like yesterday, film, you go to browse. The difference now is I'm giving you a file that's already have a data. Yesterday you have to put all the thing. Today I'm giving you. Macam slow di internet ni. Sekejap. Okay, so now sekarang ni I already give you a table, and that table should already have some data. Alright, check actor, the name of the actor, address memang kosong address memang kosong, but category should be there. Alright, film should be there. Alright, film should be there. Film actor should be there. Right, and then rental should be there. Right, so as long as you have that, then it's okay already. Okay, kalau dah sudah, if you get that, this is your challenge. Alright, you have to find out all this. You have to understand the database, and then you have to come up with all the queries, starting from basic query, and then you have aggregating, joining table, advanced query. Right, so basic query, joining table. You buat basic query, joining table, aggregating, and then advanced. If I'm not mistaken, the difficulty is basic query, and then you have joining table, and then you have joining table. Apa dulu? Aggregate, joining table dulu, aggregating, then only you do advanced query. Right, use this atur, right? Use this aturan. Use this arrangement for ni Okay, any questions? Anyone has problem getting data inside MySQL database?
Sir, film actor dia memang ID
Apa dia?
Film actor dia memang
Banyak.
actor ID.
Ini yang kita belajar sekarang. So kalau you nampak ID, what did we learn yesterday? It means that film and actor is many to many. Kan dah belajar semalam kan? Kalau ada film kan, if you have a database, for example, categories apa? Yesterday we have place categories kan? Place categories. It means that it's a many to many. It's what we call a pivot table. Right? Which means that it connects film and actor table. Sebab tu kalau you kena faham lah, you have to understand the concept that I teach yesterday. Itu cara nak fahamkan database. Any other questions relating the database?
Tak ada, sir.
Alright, kalau tak ada boleh mula. So what you're going to do, you remember masa first week kan, masa first module kan selalu buat kan? So you just put it inside. Question 1, the answer is what? Question 2, the answer is what? Question 3, the answer is what? And then from time to time, I will share it. Once you are done, you paste me the code on Slack. You PM me the code on Slack. And then bila I nampak 3-4 orang dah siap, I share the answer lah, right? I share the answer. Baik, boleh mula. Alright, boleh mulakan. Anyone has problem with database, you let me know.
Sir,
Yes.
buat semua ni, lepas tu kena post jawapan ya?
Buat section by section. Easy dulu. Dah settle easy, post jawapan dekat saya PM.
Okey.
Lepas tu buat yang apa? Lepas tu buat yang joining. Lepas joining aggregation.
Okey.
PM lah jangan-jangan ni nanti orang tiru.
Alright.
Macam budak-budak kan. PM. Okay, so I give you because before Maghrib I give you some of the answer first, right? Because Faiz dah share, so I assume yang lain lebih kurang the speed. So first question, which actor has the first name Scarlett? Right, so you verify. So this one is select star from actors where first name, right, equals to Scarlett. Right, Scarlett. Right, Scarlett Johansson. There is no Scarlett Johansson. Select star from actors where actor tak ada S. Sepatutnya table kena ada S, right? Sepatutnya. So you have Scarlett Damon and Scarlett Banning. Alright, so that's the first answer. Number 2, Johansson. Right, so where's the last name equals to Johansson? So select sama je select star from actor where last name equals to Johansson. Boleh je Johan 2S, right, 2S Johansson. Alright, Matthew Johansson, Ray Johansson, Albert Johansson. How many distinct last name are there? What does it mean? It means that if you have Johansson, this one is 3, right? So it will only be counted as 1, right? So let's yes. If I do select star from actor, right? If I do select star from actor, some of the name, let's say that I arrange by last name, macam Aykroyd, all right? Aykroyd will be repeated, all right? Aykroyd will be repeated. So let's say that I do select count star from actor, right? So select count star from actor. So you have 200, but the name is repeated. If I want it to be distinct, right? If I want it to be distinct, so select star, distinct star, all right? Select distinct star. Select distinct last name from actor, all right? Select distinct last name from select distinct, terlupa huruf N, distinct. Select distinct last name from actor. Now you see Aykroyd, Allen, Esther, Beckel is not repeated. So dia berbeza. If I remove distinct, Aykroyd will be repeated. If I put distinct, then it will not be repeated. Right, and then from here I will count it. Right, I will count it. How many distinct last name are there? Then I should have 121, right, compared to 200. Right, all of the data is 200. Distinct last name is 121. So this one, which last name appears only once? This is which last name appear. This is having MySQL. So some of the thing we have not done together, right? But that's the reason we do this exercise, all right? So that we can see, so that we can see. So select. How do I do this? Yeah, select count star, right? Select count star from actor, right? Select count star from actor, group by last name, right? Select count star last name from actor, group by last name. So let's see what we do. So if I do like this, then I will have Aykroyd 3 kali, Allen 3 kali, Esther 1, right? Baker 1. Right? So that's what I will have If I use group by, so it will group by the last name, then you can see like the count star is 3311. So now I want to add where count star equals to 1. Select count star. I have to follow there. Select from, not where. Then I have to having count star, right, equals to 1. Right, so select count star, last name from actor, group by last name, having count star equals to 1. Now I only have the one that appear once. All right, so this is the questions only want the last name, then I do like this. All right, so these are all the actor whose the last name only appear once. Okay, since there are few new things there, right? So I let you continue with question 5 onwards. I think question 5 is almost similar to question 4. And there are two new things. The first one is having, so reference for having and group by. And then the second one is this thing, but this thing is not that hard, right? This thing is, that's why it's question 2. All right, any questions? I tak check jawapan apa right dengan ni tadi. Okay, nanti tengok jawapan sebab now I see tengok. Dia kena ni tu ada tu I see group by lebih kurang lah. Yang nombor 4 salah lah kan? Yang nombor 4 salah tu ni punya Faiz punya. Okay, so can migrate first. Can migrate dinner first. We see you at 8. You continue doing it. I will give you answer. Right. Around 8, I will give you the answer for the next basic for the basic one. Okay, see you later. Okay. I continue the next few questions. So which last name are repeated? All right, which last name are repeated is the same as the previous questions. All right, but you change, right? So select last name from actor group by last name having count bigger than 1. All right, so once you do it, just now equals to 1. This one is bigger than 1. Right, so once you have that. Once you have the first one, then you can have the second one easily, right? Once you have the first one, you can have the second one easily. Then, how many distinct countries are there? All right, how many distinct countries are there? So, same as just now, select distinct name from country. All right, select district name. Country, maybe the field name. The field name is country, not the name of country. Select distinct country from country. How many? Right? If it's how many, then you have to use count lah. All right. So the answer that I'm waiting here need to have count. Right. So once you have that, then there are 109 distinct countries in the database. What are the name of all the languages in the database sorted by alphabetical? This is just something new. This is a new query. So select star from language. Right. So this is all the language, but let's see a language table. Language all the name select. So all the names select name from language, right? But I want to order by name, ascending or descending. Ascending ke descending? What was the question? Sorted alphabetically. Ascending lah menaik. Descending menurun. Alright, so E, F, G, H. Alright, so this is something new as well. Not something new. I think we did not go through yesterday. So that's the exercise. The objective of the exercise is that you can see new thing as well. Alright, so not necessarily means the thing that we see together in class, but it could be new things. So this is nanti I bagi this reference. This is a reference for order by. So in the end, W3 School also have a good reference for SQL, right? W3 School also have a good reference for SQL. Next. What? Return all the full names. Return all the first name and last name of actors with son in their last name ordered by their first name. So ini dia ni sikit lah, right? Because just now also I tell ni I bagi tahu Faiz the last name they I want to introduce you to concat, right? Select concat, right? Concat, concatenate, concat. First name, comma, space, comma, last name, as full name, right? As full name, from actor, all right? Where, right? Name, like, son, ending with son, yeah. With son in their last name, with son in their last name, order by first name. a something. Alright, that doesn't really matter lah. Doesn't really matter. So up. First name, last name, as for name from actor, where last name, like son. Albert Johansson, Angela Hudson, Beth Nicholson, Christian Besson. So this is for the last one. So the last one dia I think kalau buat tak ada concat pun boleh, right? If you don't, just now also when Faiz submitted, he don't use concat. I purposely suruh buat concat so that you learn new stuff, right? So from time to time you know that ada ni lah, ada this thing. So database, if we teach, it will never be one full day. It has to be 1 or 2 weeks, right? Including database design and everything. So this is like very express. But at least you learn the important one, right? So this is the reference to order by just now. All right, any questions from the first part? Okay, if there is no questions, we take another 20 minutes to yang second part ni is quite challenging, I think. Joining table. So 1, 2, 3, because number 3 and 4 is repeated. Sorry, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, so number 1 we have done yesterday. So number 2 ni dia macam number 1 we have done yesterday. That one is very quick. Number 2 and 3 might be something more challenging for you. Okay, so let's take another 20 minutes to do 1, 2, 3. Number 1 to 5 minutes pun dah settle. 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Okay, kita boleh slowly done for ni. Nobody submitted. I rasa ni, but I will do number one first. Number one very easy Number one very easy. We have done yesterday. Select list of film and its corresponding category. So this is the question yang tadi apa? Walid tanya, Walid ask, right? So kenapa the ID, right? Because you have to remember, whenever you have this kind of database, so that's why it's, when you have this kind of exercise, when you get an assignment, right? Not because now I have to speak that language lah, right? You go to Word, you get assignment, get me this kind of reports. Normally you have this kind of reports. That's why you need to know queries. So you have to understand the database first. As I mentioned, you have the main table. So if we go through the database, you see actor, address, category, city, category, customer, film, or inventory, language, payment, rental, staff, and store. These are the main tables. And then you have film, actor, film, category, film, text. This is the many-to-many tables, right? This is the pivot table. Sometimes, for example, city, right? City has a reference to country ID, right? City has a reference to country ID. So this one, one country has many cities, right? Some of the table has a reference to another table, right? I think customer also might have. So in customer, you will have store ID, for example, and address ID. So one customer might have many store or something, right? Might have many store. Or one customer might have one store might have many customer, right? One store have many customer, right? So if you're registered to this ini movie rental, but there is no movie rental now. Let's say there is a library. So if you are registered to TGV Cyberjaya, for example, then you are registered to TGV Cyberjaya. If you're registered to GSC Alamanda, right? So inside store, it will be written Alamanda, right? So GSC Alamanda. And then you are linked to GSC. You are linked to GSC Alamanda. If you want, right, you can have a look at Sakila database MySQL. Right, this is actually an open source database. Memang this database is actually for learning purposes, for example purposes. So MySQL provide this database. You can read about it, and if I'm not mistaken, somewhere over here, all right, you can have the table that I draw last time to you. Remember when I create a database, I always draw it for you, so you can have it inside this page. And then if you click, and then you have more details. All right, the actor table has all the explanation, right? But overview, how I draw it last time, then I always draw it. How this table is related to this table. Actually, that's what we call a UML representation. Right? UML representation. Right? In case you get an interview question or something, it's called UML representation. So you have one customer is related to order. So in this case, actor is related to film, right? And then there's an intermediate table which is called film actor. When you have this, right? When you have this arrow, it means many. When you have this arrow, it means many. So for example, one staff has many address. Right? One staff has many address. One staff has many store. Right? One staff has many store. This one store can also have many staff. Right? One staff has many store. One store can also have many staff. One inventory, right, has many store, right? So when you see the benda ni, right, then it means many, right? So one payment can have many rental, right? One payment can have many rental. Right? One customer, right? One customer. So one rental can has many, macam pelik. So sorry, one country has many cities. One country has many cities. So dia baca ni, one country has many cities. One country has many cities. One customer has many rental. One customer has many rental. One customer has many payment. Now it makes sense. So one customer has many store, for example. I can be in JSC. Sorry, one store has many customer. One store has many customer. So you read the many from here, right? One store can has many staff. Right? One store can has many staff. In a way, one staff can also has many stock. Right? This one film can has many. One language can has many film. Right? One language can has many film, but a film has a language. One film can has many categories. One category can have many film. Right? So this is how normally you can represent inside your database structure. Even if you are in real university, right? If you are in real university, if you're doing degree or something, normally we will ask this as final year project. You have to draw this kind of thing, but not as complex as this. Not as complex as this. Okay, so I will do back to the questions just now. All right, I think it's film categories. So you have to understand that you have to look at film category table. So select film dot title and then category dot name from film category inner join category on film category dot category ID equals to category dot category ID inner join film on film category dot film ID equals to film dot film ID. Right, so that's how you get the name of the film and its category. Right? The name of the film and its category. Okay, so that's number one. Number one for me is easy because we have done yesterday. Right? We have done yesterday almost the same thing as yesterday. Number two, identify the top 5 actors who made the most film appearance and the number of films they have each starred in. So which table you should focus on first? So that's my questions. Which table you should focus first?
Actor film.
Actor film, film actor or actor film actor, right? So what you are going to do, you focus on this table. You are going to do like this first. So select satu-satu. Select actor ID, right? Actor ID, and then count film ID from film actor, and then group by actor ID, right? Group by actor. So this is something that we have done previously, but previously it was from a simple table. Now it gets complicated, but if you understand the concept, right? If you understand the concept, normally you can create the query easily. Right. So select actor ID, count film ID. It's similar to it's almost similar to group by. It's similar to this one. So select actor ID, count film ID from film actor, and then you group by actor ID. So actor ID 1, he has 19 film, 2 film and everything, right? If I want to know who has paling banyak, alright, who act the most, then I will do order by count film ID, right? I will do order by count film ending, descending dari besar ke kecil. Then I will know that, oh, actor 107 is X in most of the film, and then actor 102, and then actor 198, 181, and 23, right? The questions want the top 5, betul lah, top 5, the questions want the top 5. Then there is new thing which is called limit 5, right? Limit 5, then I will have the top 5. Okay, I bagi ni dulu, right? I bagi this one do, and then we stop for 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes for you to digest. Once you have this, then only you join it, right? So try to join. This is the base code. From here, you try to join it to the actor table. This one need to join to actor table because you need the name and the full name, right? You need the full name. Okay, let me get a drink first. Okay, continue. So from here, then only I merge, then only I join. So I want from actor, first name, all right. I want from actor, last name, all right. And then this one, I have to film underscore actor, right? So I need to specify, all right, this is from film underscore actor. And then group by film actor, all right, and then count film actor, all right. So this one I need to here I inner join, right? Inner join actor on film actor dot actor ID equals to actor dot actor ID. Okay. All right, small exercise. I want it to be full name and number of films. All right, full name we already said just now, and then number of films. I don't want it to be count or something because count something is not comprehensible. So I want the first row to be full name and then the second row to be number of films. All right, so just a small exercises. So whatever that you did now is bigger than the small exercises that I gave. Small exercises to make sure that this one you have full name and then this one is number of films. Okay. Okey, saya nampak ya. Okey, boleh. Boleh tiru jawapan Faiz. Tak sempat makan kacang. Okey. Concat comma space, alright. Comma. Alright, and then this one S. Rename kan S. Number of, alright, semicolon. I'm typing with my finger sebab tangan dia kacang. Istanbul punya kacang. Number of films. You can visit ya. Actually I'm negative anyway, so ujian COVID dah keluar pagi tadi, so you can visit. Boleh datang melawat. So this one concat S. Ini pun I buat lah S full name. S full name. If you wait for me to give you souvenir, habislah kan kacang ni 2 minggu. So kena visit lah.
Tengoklah
Okay.
kalau sempat cikgu.
Ha?
Tengok kalau sempat.
Ya kan. Ya Allah, semalam jet lag kan, pukul 2 pagi bangun lapar. Laparnya. I dah start lah nyumpah Malaysia. Boleh bencinya aku Malaysia semua tutup. Sebab kan dah tutup. Yang dapur tak sempat beli apa, Maggi pun tak ada. Aduh. I dah menyumpah semalam. Kalau Istanbul kan, 2 AM, 3 pagi tu adalah kedai bukaan. Ya, Malaysia kan still quarantine lah apa.
Malaysia dah sampai ke 12.
Yalah, pukul 2 pagi nak cari apa?
Ya.
I 2 pagi tolak 5, pukul 8 je 8, 1, 12. Ya, pukul 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 lah. Lebih kurang lah pukul 8 malam.
Okay.
Okay, that's about it. Okay. Next question. Ni create a list of category and number of film in each category. Yang ni lagi senang daripada nombor 2. Ni macam nombor 2, half of number 2. Alright, half of number 2. So which film? Which table? Which table?
Film kategori.
Film category, and then you group. Alright, you group film category and then you group it. So pergi dekat film category, SQL, select film ID. Sorry, nak category kan? See list of category. Category ID. Count film ID from film category group by category ID. Alright, category 1, 64, category 2, 66 and everything. But, sama juga macam tadi, you have to merge it. Right, because you are giving, now we have category ID, we need to join it to category table. Okay, dia bukan nak macam ni, dia nak category name. Right, and also number of films lah, right, if possible number of films. So the next part is you have to join it, right. So Lagi 3 minit, kita berhenti kejap. Alright, you see, alright, you try 5 minit lah, you try to see if you can join it. Join to category table. Okay, so macam tadi ya, so I have to do select film, no, category dot name, alright, and then count film category dot film ID from film category group by film dot category. So mula-mula macam ni, right? Mula-mula you do like this. Then after from, right? After from you will inner join, right? Inner join category on film category dot category ID equals to category dot category ID. Okay, so once I have that, I will just rename my thing here as number of films. Okay, so name number of films, right? So these are the number of films for each categories. Okay, so this one's done. Alright, once you've done this one, we have two more sections. Joining done, we do aggregation. Aggregation. How many film involve a crocodile and a shark? This is very easy. This one, you look at the title. You look at the description. All right, you look at the description. You look at the description. The one that has the word crocodile and shark. Number 2 dia susah sikit. Number one senang. Alright, look inside the description for the film that has the word crocodile or shark. Bagi you buat dulu And then number 2 is a little bit challenging. Okay, ini senang Number 1 is select stuff from films where description like crocodile or description like shark. Alright, so select star or screen like crocodile.
Bukan je N lah.
And kalau and maksudnya dua-dua kena ada.
Oh.
Ni and involve a crocodile and a shark. Tapi dia bergantung macam mana you faham lah kan soalan tu kan. Kalau and ada tak? I think dua-dua boleh lah. It is how you interpret it. Maksudnya macam mana you faham soalan tu lah kan. Saya ingat crocodile or a shark. Dia either if it's or, alright, if it's or maksudnya dia kena ada salah satu, either one. Either a crocodile or a shark. Alright.
Faham cikgu.
Is it and it means that dalam filem tu kena ada crocodile and shark. So I rasa soalan ni it's how you interpret it. Kalau you rasa soalan dia ni maksudnya dua-dua kena ada, then you use and. Kalau you rasa ada crocodile pun dah okay, kalau ada shark pun dah okay, then you use and or, right? So there is or boleh, and boleh, is how you interpret it. Kali pertama I baca macam kena ada salah satu, right? Because the language kan. Tapi bila you tanya balik tu baru I cakap boleh jadi kena ada dua-dua kan. So it's how you interpret. It's how you interpret. As long as you know the difference between or and and. Or tu maksudnya salah satu, either one. Kalau cerita alligator kan, alligator should come out kan. Dia ada alligator, dia ada crocodile, but it does not have a shark kan. But
interpretation.
Jaws dia ada shark je, dia tak ada alligator kan. So that's all. Alright, tapi kalau dua-dua, kalau maksudnya kalau dalam satu filem kena dua-dua binatang, that is an and. Alright. Ini macam tadi juga, find all the film categories in which there are between 55 and 65 film. Return the names of these categories and the number of films per category sorted by the number of films. So you buat satu dulu, right? You know which table already. I think we have done a lot of exercise for you to like, okay, buat macam mana dulu, right? You get the ID first. So select, right? Select film ID, count. Apa ni? Dia apa? Group by film category. Sorry, category ID. Count film ID from film category, group by film ID. Group by category ID. Category ID. Okay, so once you have this, right, you have ni, and then it wants between. Between ada dua cara. Either you use and or you can use between as well. So between SQL, you see there is actually either you use and or you can use between, right? You can use between. Where, right? Between and. So this is another example that you can use. Right? So for this exercise, from time to time, you will learn new things, right? From time to time. Where count film ID between 55 and 65. Oh, tak boleh. Having, where count. Sorry, having. Bila dia group, dia dah tak boleh pakai where dah, dia kena pakai having. Having count film ID between 55 and 65. Alright. Tak habis lagi ni. Alright, so I will just give you the first part so that you can see the how the between. Right. Then try to complete the second part. Alright. The second part have the sort and also to get the number of film, right? Sort and get the number of film.
So kalau query tu ada group by tu, lepas tu memang tak boleh letak where lah.
Tak, kalau where tu maksudnya kalau sebelum dia group. Dia boleh letak where tapi sebelum group.
Oh.
Maksudnya kalau kamu nak where category ID equals to 5, maknanya yang akan keluar tu category ID equal to 5 aja. Where tu boleh tapi filter sebelum group. Yang tak boleh tu ialah, let's say that kalau ni dah group kan. Kalau you dapatkan group ni, dia tak kena pakai having. Ini kan group, you kena pakai having. Kalau you nak pakai ni boleh pakai where.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Alright. Sort by. Sort by, order by. Order by count film ID. Descending, menaik ke menurun? Number of film menurun. Okay, mergekan je. Alright, we should merge. When I say merge, join with the other tables. Join it with the other tables. Okay, so ni so category, I want category dot name, count film category dot film ID from film category, group by film category dot category ID, having film category dot film ID between 55 and then film. So that's how you do it. The only things that's difference is this part. Yang lain semua you have to add the current table, right? The current table is film category. And then again after from, alright, you kena ingat, you have to remember where to do. Alright, after from, you will do inner join category on film category dot category ID equals to category dot category ID. So once you have that, and then you get the name out of name, right? The count, and of course you can rename this to number of film. Okay, so that's for aggregating. The last two, if I'm not mistaken, article is quite return the first and last name of actors who played in a film involving a crocodile and a shark, along with the release year of the movie sorted by the actor's last name. Find a list of customers who have not rented a movie yet. Yang last tu I rasa I tahu susah. Yang last tu I tahu susah. Jadi the first one ni kena fikir. Return the first and last name of actors who play in a film involving a crocodile and a shark, along with the release year of the film sorted by the actor's last name. Mana I buatnya? Kita kena fikir sama-sama. I also will think ya. Saya okay, so I also kena buat dengan you juga ni. Select, I think is film. SQL select star from select film ID from film where description like crocodile and description like shark. Okay, so this one done, yeah. This one done. Okay, I pun kena fikir dengan you. Because I rasa I buat dia last time. If I'm not mistaken, I did it. I can't remember how I did it. Then I have to do like this. Select. So then I will do yeah, I think this is the notes. All right, this is the notes. You can try to read it. And then here, okay, yeah, I will explain what I'm trying to do. I try to get all the list of film ID that has the word crocodile and snakes. Then I have here 155, 177. These are all the film IDs that has the word crocodile and snake. And then if I refer to this, all right, I can actually do this as a subquery of the other one. So basically, I want all the actors who acted on this film ID. Right? I want all the actors who acted on all of this film ID. So this is what it means. You have a subquery inside a main query. Right? So what I'm trying to do now, let me see if it's going to. This is my idea. So all this I buat macam ni. Right? So select actor ID, film ID from film actor where film ID equals to this one, right? So let's see. So where film ID equals to something, where let's see, film ID. That's my Maybe in lah, maybe in. Misalnya ada in. Okay, so in, right? So use in. So this is I get all the actor yang berlakon dalam film just now, right? So the first one is I get all the films that has the word sharks and the words crocodile, and then the second query, I have all the actors that acted in the films that I given, right? So if you need more reference, more readings, this is the reference. Okay, at least I'm happy that I get that. At least I'm happy that I get that. So once I have that, I will try to answer the rest of the questions, because the rest of the question is just in a join. So return the last name and also shut along with the release here, right? So this one is easy lah, not easy lah. So this one is actor dot first name, right? Actor dot last name, film dot release year. Okay, from film actor, where film underscore actor dot film ID in. Alright, so this one okay. And then once I do where, I will do inner join actor on film actor dot actor ID equals to actor dot ID inner join film on film actor dot film ID equals to film dot film ID. Okay, ada error ni, you should have an error. Inner join. I rasa inner join lepas from ya. Inner join dia kena lepas from. Dia sebelum where, selepas from. Sebelum where, selepas from. So it has to be something like this. Arrangement tu penting. Okay, so that's sorted by the actor last name. Sorted by the actor last name. So we just add one more here. Order by, dia nak misahkan kita je. Right. Order by film dot actor, alright, dot last name. This something. Okay, so I hope you get the idea how I did it. Alright, nanti you try boleh. So the important is for you to get the query first. Then bila when you get the query, when you get the idea, then you join the table. Okay, digest first. I want to think of the last question. Yang last question ni pun sama juga. Dia is not straightforward. So you boleh baca dulu my answer, and then I will read the last questions.
Cikgu.
Yes.
Yang baru tu cikgu join dua table lah. I mean join lebih dua table.
Boleh. Contohnya yang filem kategori kan, bila kita bila kita buat filem dan kategori, ingat tak? One of the questions tu kan dapatkan film kategori. Kita join 2 table, 3 table lah, right? Film kategori, dia akan join ke film and they will join to kategori. So dia contohnya sama je. Kalau join contohnya sama. Complexity sekarang ni ialah query dalam query. So that's the complexity of this question. Query inside a query. But if it's join, dia kalau join dia sama macam film kategori. I think it's joining table soalan 1.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Alright. Yang soalan kedua, alright, if you want to have a look first, you can have a look. Oh, balik dah balik. You can have a look at the rental table. So you have rental table, you have customer, inventory ID, right? So you have customer, you have rental have customer. Customer, it will link to inventory ID. Inventory is actually linked to the film, right? Linked to the film. So the table in questions is rental, right? The table in questions is rental and customer, right? Rental and customer. Dia ni I tahu. Okay, so for this one, tak apa, kita lepak kejap 5 minit. Alright, lepak kejap 5 minit. Once you lepak 5 minit, you baca this one ya. So you baca the link that I give. Oh, sorry.
Selcan dedi ki kapıyı hemen kapatmış. Selcan dedi ki kapıyı hemen kapatmış. Selcan dedi ki kapıyı hemen kapatmış. Hemen kapatmış.
Anlaşılan. Annem. Durumu. Biliyormuş. Tavuk.
Süt. Onların. Sanki.
Açıkça. Dino. Çok. Büyümüşsün. Anlaşılan herkes ona iyi davranmış. Anlaşılan herkes ona iyi davranmış. İyi davranmış.
Dino çok büyümüşsün.
Dedi ki müdür ona çok iyi davranıyormuş. Dedi ki müdür ona çok iyi davranıyor. Müdür dedi ki müdür ona çok iyi davranıyormuş.
Ben burada değilken İstanbul çok büyümüş. Ben burada değilken İstanbul çok büyümüş. Çok büyümüş.
Emel. Dedi ki. Emel ki. Dedi. Sen dedi ki. Emel. Kapıyı. Kapatmış. Türkiye'yi. Çok. Özlemiş. Yunanistan'dayken. Yunanistan'dayken.
Anlaşılan oradaki yönetmen çok profesyonel.
O. Yıllarda. Uzun. Adam. Genç. İnsanlara. Çok. Kötü. Davranmak.
Yunanistan'dayken Türkiye'yi çok özlemiş. Sanki. Saat. Bir çeyrek. Geçiyor. Saat. Görüyorum.
O günleri sanki dün gibi hatırlayabiliyorum. Hatırlayabiliyorum. Günleri. O. Yıllarda. Adam. Genç. İnsanlara çok kötü davranmış.
Sanki. Geçiyor. Saat. Saat. Saat. Geçiyor. Çeyrek. Geçiyor. Gibi. Saat. Görüyorum. Sanki. Saat. Birim. Çeyrek. Geçiyor. Gibi. Görüyorum.
Okay, sempat buat satu latihan. Alright, so this one, we learned about inner join. Alright, so what? Actually, that's the most important one now, right? So inner join. Let's say that you have the left table, you have the right table, and then you want to see the combination of the both table. So you want only the one that's linked to each other, because some of the info might not link, or some of the info on the left table might not link to the right table, right? So we have films, for example. We have categories. We have film categories. So we see from film categories, we bring out everything, and then we link film categories to film and also for category table. So that's what inner join is. All right. So macam ni kan, the example, you have first name, you have last name, all right, and then you try to link this table to this table, all right. So you have 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. So Alvin and Chipmunk will not come out, all right, because Alvin and Chipmunk is not here, right? It's not here. So same thing as the adventure of the Tantan. This is not Tintin. The adventure of the Tantan will not come out because the adventure of the Tantan is not on this table. So that's inner join. You only get the one that's both table have. So this is something that we have seen from the beginning of this today lah, from yesterday. Alright, so yang ini ada satu akan keluar, ini kena dua akan keluar, 3 will not come out, 3 will not come out because it's not here, 4 will not come out because 4 is not here, 5 will come out, 6 will not come out, 7 will come out, 7 will not come out, 8 will come out, and everything. So that's inner join. Okay. This one, all right, this one is actually the one that we need here is actually another join, which is called left join. Right. So just now we have inner join. Inner join means it brings out all of the movies. Sorry, it brings out the cross of film and category. It brings out the cross of user and movies. For this one, it's called left join. Left join means it brings out all the rows from the left table, right? Some of the rows might not have a members, right? So you ada movie kan, macam saya cakap dia lah, Tanta semua kan. Tanta might not have somebody who rented it, right? Tanta might not have somebody who rented it, alright? But it will still list down everyone, right? So for example, this one kan, okay, Assassin's Creed, Real Steel, Save, Deadline, Merlin and Me, Alvin and Chipmunk, alright, it will try to merge it, but nobody rented it, alright? So it's going to be null. Right? So this is left join. Right join also same, right join also same. It will brings out everything here, right? And then some of the person might not have rented the movie. So in our case, we no longer, in the last questions, you try to understand this, right? Try to digest, fahamkan. On the last exercise, we actually needs. If you analyze this, if you understand the concept, and if you analyze it, you actually needs find a list of customers who have not rented a movie yet. So the idea is I will join the customer and the rental. I will join the customer and the rental movie. Right. So here. So mana tadi ya? Mana tadi? Where's my thing here? So I will join the customer, right? So I will follow this. I will follow this. Mana tadi contoh? This example. I will follow this example. I will follow the left join example. Here, this is my customers. So I want all the customers, and this is my rental. Right, this is my rental. Okay, let's try. Cuba. So select customer. All right. Dot first name. Right. Customer. All right. Dot last name. Okay. And then my right table is, maybe I will do rental ID also fine. Rental ID. Rental ID. So I will see. Rental ID. I think I can even count it. Right? I can even count it. Count rental ID. All right. From customer. All right. So I want left join. All right. So left join rental. All right. On rental dot customer ID equals to customer ID. Right. So now once I have this, I have group by. I have to have a group by customer rental dot customer ID customer ID. I think can. Wait a minute. I will do. Okay, I will slowly. I buat macam ni dulu. Jangan gelojoh. Alright, I will do like this first. Rental ID. Alright. So this is I'm getting all the user and when they rent it. Right, so this is all the user and their rental, right? Mary Smith 76 and everything. So now from here, I want to get how many times they rent it. I think this one. My idea is to have something like this. Maybe group by rental dot customer ID. This was my idea just now. Ataupun customer dot customer ID. Okay. So I think that's about. This is each of this customer. How many times they rented it? Alright, each of this customer, how many times they rented it? So I will just cuba lah ya. So once I have that, alright, then actually I don't think the answer. I don't think there is an answer though. Right? I don't think there is an answer. I will just do having count having count rental ID equals to 0. Having count. So I don't think the answer is there, right? I don't think the answer is there, but this is the answer, right? This is the answer, right? The concept is to understand how outer join, right, left or right join works, and then you come out with this. I come out with this query. Okay, so the difference, right? So you need to know lah, right? If actually for certificate level, right? For certificate level, you need to know until inner join. But if you're aiming for diploma or something, diploma, you need to know outer join as well.
Sir,
Yes.
diploma outer join, semua jenis join lah.
Apa? Semua
Kalau
jenis join?
diploma,
Outer join
Oh.
lah. Diploma degree kena tahu lah outer join. Full join pun kena tahu. Full join maksudnya dua-dua akan keluar. Right? Dua-dua akan keluar. So this one. Tapi biasa diploma normally they teach mathematics as well. So dia berkait dengan mathematics.
software engineering ada lah kiranya.
Dia kira computer science lah.
Computer science.
Okay, so that's the answer. I bagi you update your answer, and then after this we will do quickly. We will do hacker rank. Okay, so once you update your answer, I want to introduce HackerRank a little bit. All right, HackerRank. All right, so if you have not registered it, so you can register it. All right, so I think let me check. I think last time I asked you to do data cam, right? Last time I asked you to do data cam. I think data cam also have SQL exercise, right? Data cam also have SQL exercise. Let's see. I never ask students to do it, but well, if you want, right? You can use it as well if you want. This is supplement to what we did. But as you see, it's almost everything that we covered quickly just now. Everything that we covered quickly just now is inside introduction to SQL. Right? So aggregate, you have right? You have filtering, aggregate, you have sorting and grouping. So that's the beginner lah. I think ada lagi tau. They have intermediate SQL or intermediate SQL might have it has more stuff, right? It has more stuff. Si ni kena buat lah pagi-pagi, right? Si apa if you're planning, not only for them lah, right? Just in case kan some of you want to get diploma after when you are module 3, you have to finish 2 modules, then only you can try to do the SLDN. Tak boleh buat sekarang lah, right? For ni you get this one, the intermediate one is needed for diploma level, right? So this is everything, right? So this is everything. I cadangkan, alright. I suggest you to do 1 and 2. I suggest you to do 1 and 2. Not compulsory, but as an exercise, I suggest you to do 1 and 2. Right, 1 and 2. Intermediate, and this one is already some of it is even ini I rasa ni dah degree dah ni, right? Some of it is degree already. You guys check you guys. I was not supposed to teach you all this, but actually kan, if there is a nila, right? You guys check because I have. Oh, this one is free account, right? This is free account. So kalau because with this we data camp, dia ada yang apa free account, ada yang some of it is limited, right? But there is a trick which is to get the account from Shopee. I pun baru belajar. I don't know lah. I pun baru belajar because I got my Netflix account, everything from Shopee. But this also you can get it from Shopee. If you get it from Shopee, it's shared account and everything. But it's cheaper than paying 99 USD per year, right? If not, it's going to be 99 USD per year. If not, you can have a shared account. Somebody buy it and then share. 5-6 orang je pakai sekali. And then they sell it on Shopee. I'm not supposed to teach you, but that's an option. That's an option. So yang ini, kalau if you want to improve yourself, 1 and 2, or if you want to learn more, 1, 2, 3 lah. 1, 2, 3. At least 1, 2, 3. Function pun sebenarnya kena tau, right? This one is for diploma degree kena lah. Function and everything, diploma degree kena. Okay, so that's data camp, right? That's data camp. Data camp. Last time you watch video, you run the exercise and everything. Another one that I think is going to be helpful as well is actually HackerRank, right? HackerRank. So HackerRank, there are 2 things. One is database, one is SQL. So let's see. I want to try to do the first. I want to try to do few with you just to see how it looks like. All right. So let's say that this one can. You register HackerRank, you buat and everything kan, and then you read the question. So query all columns for all Americans in the city table with population larger than 100,000, right? The country code for America is USA, right? The city table is described as below. So you baca lah, right? What they want is they want all the city in America where the population is larger than 100,000, right? And then you select because actually, right, this exercise is not only for MySQL, right? They have DB2, MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL. The syntax is almost the same, right? Kadang-kadang if you do you might have select stuff from it might work, right? But they might have some small differentiation between these 4. Right, so I recommend you to just be careful. Make sure that you select MySQL first. But doesn't mean that whatever that you answer will not work with MS SQL. Some might work, some might not work. Right, some might work, some might not. So SQL itself is a big language. Right, SQL itself a big language. Under SQL, you have MySQL, you have MS SQL, you have Oracle, you have DB2. That's why I want to point out because if I'm not mistaken, for this they will teach you SQL. not MySQL, right? They will teach you SQL, not MySQL. Dia punya perubahan ni, the difference is when you do this chapter, right? So chapter 1, 2 and 3 not many difference, but if once you do chapter 4, 5, slightly different. Because they teach you Postgres instead of MySQL. Right? So that's you need to understand about the SQL language, right? They have SQL. SQL is the big language, almost similar. Under SQL, you have all this language. It's not tak banyak berubah lah. The simple one, not many different. But as you go in depth, then they have slight different little bit. Alright, so this one query all columns. Alright, this one nanti bila you dah buat, you can just check the video. Select star, alright, from city where country code, alright, equals to USA, alright, and population is bigger than 100,000. Dalam 100,000. Alright, so once you do run the code, okay, if it's green then it's okay lah. Alright, once it's green then you submit the code. Okay, so that's I will just put it here lah. I will just put it here in case tak sempat register kan. Hacker rank SQL questions 1. Okay, next challenge. Ini dah ni kita buat ni lah, because I already did some, so revisiting the select query question. The first few questions is quite, I think most of the question is quite easy. So query the name field for all applications is the web population is bigger than 120,000. Sama je ni, right? So it's almost the same thing, but the change is only here. Select stuff from America, right, USA, where the population is larger than 120,000, right? So this one I can do directly. So this is question 2, hacker. I'm pretty confident that this is the answer. Tak perlu check. Fail. Shit, sorry. Ya, terlampau yakin. Query the name field for all university table with population larger than 120,000. The country code for USA is USA. Select star from city. Query the name field. So actually this one is dia nak name saja. Right. Query the name field from. Okay. Terlampau yakin. Okay, so next challenge. Select all. Alright, select all. Query all columns for every row in the city table. So this one is query all. Select star from city. Tak susah. So it's good for you to practice. I would say practice pemahaman lah. Try to do because we did it. I teach it ini. This one is just for you to understand the kind of problems that you might get. So it starts with kita buat 5 and then I want to show you database pula. Database is slightly more challenging actually. Alright, select by ID and then I will do select by ID. Query all the column in city where ID equals to 1661. Select stuff from city where ID equals to 1661. You know when you actually when every year kan freecodecamp hacker rank they will show tau, oh how many participants are there based on country. So in a way, right, if you're doing this exercise, you're actually increasing Malaysia's ranking, right? You are increasing Malaysia's ranking if you do this exercise. Right? Okay, last question, and then I will show you a little bit database. So Japanese city, cukup lah, right? And then if you want, you continue the rest. If you want, you continue the rest. All right, so that's SQL. That's understanding the language to get the data from database, from the SQL database. And then you have database topics, right? Database topic is more on the database concept, right? And unfortunately, I have not teach you this. And I expect you to remember what you have learned in school, right? So yang ini I encourage you to do it as well. But I assume that you have learned this in school, right? I assume that you have learned it in school. Just try to bring it out from your head. Ni apa darjah tingkatan berapa? Tingkatan 4, 5 we already learned this. Right. So this the first example, the first questions. You are given two sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then set B, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many elements are presented in A union B? If I'm not mistaken, A union B. So I'm sure that you already learned this in school, right? So we use this as a reference, A and B. So it's not A union, it's A and B, right? A and B. So yang ini either your AdMat or your ModMat teacher already teach this. Betul lah? Correct ah? Tak salah ya. Who's the youngest? Yang youngest mesti ingatkan lah ya. So you just answer lah. This is A or B ah. This is A or B. This is in database. This is the concept of database. Union, A union lah, correct? A union B. So this is the concept of database. Union is a concept in database. Alright. How is it represented in database? Is using full join. So this is the concept, the mathematical theory. In database, it is represented by a full join. So that's why mathematics and programming in the end is related. Right. So this is intersection, represented as a full join in database. So A union B. Kesemua 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7, 8. How many elements are presented in A union B? So I put here 8. Alright, I submit the answer and then number 1's done. Alright, so that's number 1. Relational algebra. Alright, I will do number 2. Number 2 I think is intersection. Dari union, the intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many elements are present in A intersection B? This one is intersection. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 elements. Only enter. Why they give me this answer? So the answer here, I put 5, submit the code. Right, then it's finished. Right, so that's question 2. Question 3, apa pula? Alright, let's see what's question 3. A minus B. So this also I don't remember. So I have to look back at the table. Anyone see A minus B? A minus B. A minus B is not even there. A minus B. So A minus B. A minus B in sets. Alright. If then you have to do that. A minus B, the A minus B consists of elements that are in A but not in B. This only in A but not in B. Alright, so this one satu, right? Satu sahaja. How many elements are in A but not in B? So satu, right? 1. Then submit the code, right? And then finish. Right, and then number 4. All right, number 4. A Cartesian product, so A X B. This one is Venn diagram. Venn diagram. We look for Venn diagram. A Cartesian product B. A X B. A X B. What does A X B mean in set? Kena baca lah, alright, kena baca. I think it's A times B. How many items? So A times AX B, if I'm not mistaken, is A times B. AX B. For any sets A and B, the grammar A is a set of all ordered pair where A and defined by 0, 1. Sekejap ya. So let's see. I pun ingat lupa lah. So let's see. Cartesian product X. Cartesian product A X B set theory. Okay, let's see. I think it's dia punya darab. So I think dia punya darab. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 darab 7, 42. 42. Is how many pairs of items you can do in between. So you can do 1, 2, you can be 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. And then you have 1, 3, 2, 3. So that's product Cartesian. So that's number 4. Takut ni nak buat number 5. Takut tak siap. Apa? Because some of the things also I forgot. I forgot. That's right. Last, number 5. Consider the following element. Data table name student. Alright. What is the count of rows written in the following relational selection? So number of students more than 3,000. Only enter a single entry number. I think 2. 2. Right. So this is teaching the theory without the this is, kalau you tengok ni teaching the theory without the query. Right. Teaching the theory without the query. Because kalau kat university, this topic is normally taught by mathematics teachers, and then the other topics is actually taught by programming teachers. So this one also you can do, right? This one also you can do to improve yourself on database and query. Okay, any questions for the query, the exercises, MySQL, etc.?
So far belum lagi.
Belum lagi ya. So you buat dua-dua lah ya, buat dua-dua. So because I out of exercise already, the exercise that I was supposed to give you is the movies exercise. So once that one's done, kalau you tak sure kan, you try to redo it, especially the part 2, part 3, part 4, which is quite difficult. You try to redo it, and then you buat balik. You do the hacker rank, slowly do the hacker rank. Tengok, actually you know the answer, but it's just the matter of you understand the instruction and then to transform it inside a query. And then kalau dah okay, then if you need more explanation, you can do the data camp as well. Okay, tak ada soalan, betul?